Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like the TikTok audio that's like, of course now I'm like blanking on what it actually is, but the gist of like when's the last time I caught up, and then it's like you were in a relationship or whatever.
I don't even know where we left off.
You were still in a relationship.
I was?
Yep.
Damn.
So anyways, today I'm gonna be filming a get ready with me video while I kind of update you guys about my life because it's been a little while and it's a new year. Honestly, kind of new year, same me, but it's a new year kind of regardless. Anyways, I thought I should probably do some updating for my first video back. I look a tiny bit different. I got a chop about like 3 weeks ago. I haven't had my hair this short and it's not honestly that short, but I used to have my hair this length or even shorter for like years, since I want to say like since before college. I had this, and then I decided to grow my hair out last year, and then honestly it was just so damaged and kind of gross looking that I was like, I literally need to get a haircut. So I got a cut with like layers, and it's the healthiest my hair has looked in a really long time. So this is it styled, but I also think it looks quite nice with like my wavy natural hair. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my makeup. It's the same products that I have used in multiple get ready with me-esque videos on this channel, and also it's really not that great of a makeup routine, so I'm not going to. I should probably get a mirror, shouldn't I? This is not a video about technique. It's more just like a means to update and talk to you all. I honestly don't remember. I'm starting with this. I wear this every day. It's like the Jergens Natural Glow. Honestly, it doesn't really tan your face that much at all, but it has SPF in it, and I like to start with moisturizer. I don't know, whatever. I don't remember the last time that I uploaded a video. Maybe this summer, I feel like, maybe. I don't know. I think it must have been this summer. But, oh yeah, because I was filming stuff kind of about my apartment, maybe. I actually do know the last video I uploaded. Anyways, besides the point, it's been a while. How do I say this? Okay, now I'm going, that was a lot of concealer, but I'm doing Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which I have self-tan on my face, so at this point it's not really my color in the literal slightest, especially not on my face, but we are going to make it work. So I need to get a new concealer if I'm gonna continue to self-tan. All that to say that it's been a while, and a lot of things have occurred in my life since then. For starters, I honestly was, and I don't know if this came through in videos at all, but I was really not doing well this summer. Like my experience post-grad, in hindsight, I didn't realize that it was happening while it was happening, but like in hindsight, looking back at it, like I just kind of felt like my world was imploding a little bit. I'm such like a type A person. I love a routine. Like I do decently well with change, honestly. I think because like growing up I had to like move a lot, and I went to several different schools, and then I went out of state for college, and so I feel like those experiences just kind of forced me to be okay with change. But I think innately like my personality is not really okay with change. Not like humans are, but like I feel like some people deal with it a bit better. And so I was just like post-grad for me like hit like a truck. And so starting in June, I was like I wasn't doing horribly. I didn't really feel like myself. And honestly, I hadn't really felt like myself even before then, but like I think this summer is like when it really started to hit. And so then I moved into the apartment, and I was living here alone for 2 months. Yeah, for all of June and all of July. And that was not great, but it was fine. I got through it. It was what it was. I didn't really have another option, obviously. We'd already signed the lease, so like, is what it is, but that was not great. So all in all, this summer, just for starters, was not the greatest summer for me. If I'm being honest, it's probably one of the worst, but that's okay. We move. I'm just getting out all the rest of my stuff, which is not that much. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do my eyebrows. I use all e.l.f. products for this, so it's really not that interesting. This is in neutral brown, if you're curious. I need water. I'm like actively losing my voice. basically summer wasn't great. And then I don't really know how to say this on camera. I mean, obviously I just say it on camera. So then kind of while all of this is going on internally in my own head, my ex and I broke up, and I will not be going into any sort of detail. Not like anyone really cares, but I will not be discussing that on the internet. But it happened. It's something that happened in my life. So the rest of kind of the beginning half of the fall was spent on me like picking myself up. Like I feel like there was a lot of reevaluating that I needed to do in multiple facets of my life. So a lot of like September and October were spent just like me being like, what the heck am I doing? And like, what do I want to do? And what do I want my life to look like? And kind of where have I gone wrong the past year-ish? And I came to a lot of realizations. I think during this time, it was like a lot of self-reflection, just me personally, and also like in therapy and stuff like that. And so, and like talking with family members and talking with friends. And I just kind of realized that I really lost myself, I think. I'm also worried because now I've told a few people about my channel since like when I was not posting. And now I'm like, Jesus, like I really don't want people to watch this, but whatever. Doing it to myself. It's on the internet. It's free reign, technically speaking. But anyways, I'm gonna let those dry for a second. But I feel like I lost myself a little bit in the past like year and a half. I don't just think that is because of the relationship I was in. And I'm not blaming the other, I am to blame for that. But I just feel like I let a lot of dreams kind of go. And I just kind of realized that and like was very frustrated with myself. And this is in like October. It's like, okay, well, I need to make, like, what do I need to do? Like, what now? Like, where do we go from here? And so one of those dreams, basically, okay, my original plan post-grad was to move to London. I didn't know how I was going to, I didn't know how. I had a few means of doing that. Like I was either going to apply for a job or apply for grad school or like even do like some sort of digital nomad thing where like they have a long-term visa for 6 months. So I'd like do that there and then I could like live in France again or something like that. Like I was considering a lot of different things. And that was before, like that was post studying abroad in Paris. I mean, that was always planned, but like especially post studying abroad in Paris. That was the plan until like a couple months into my senior year. And then it was not the plan. I'm a little bit frustrated. Like I didn't even apply to grad school my senior year. And I'm a little bit frustrated that I didn't even apply. I don't think I would have gone, but I still wish I had at least like given myself the opportunity to know. And so anyways, so this past October was a lot of like, okay, like I said, like, where do we go from here? Like, not even really like, how do I correct this? I mean, kind of how do I correct this? But I ended up like, I'm glad I'm here this year. I think this year is going to end up being like very necessary for me. And it's almost, I'm working. I have a full-time job. I'm like living on my own and whatever, but I still kind of consider it in a way like a gap year for me. Cause like I'm in a place that is very comfortable for me. I live with my best friend. Like everything's kind of the same. I just like have a job, but it's a job in the field that like, it's a job that I was literally doing like last year at BU, just full-time, basically. Like I'm doing the same sorts of things. So it kind of feels like a bit of a continuation from last year. So I don't feel like this year is too jarring of like stepping into adulthood. Like I don't feel like I was thrown into it. I feel like I like am easing my way in. But anyways, I am like talking nonsense. This is like totally, I had no plan for this video. I was like, okay, we'll just like put some makeup on and talk about everything that I have been thinking. So in October, honestly, in like late September, I was like, okay, I really want to go to London. Like I want to do it. I want to see if it's, or like, it wasn't even at that point, I really want to go to London. It was like, I want to see if this is still something that I want to do. Like, I feel like it is, but I don't know if it's just like, I don't know. I wanted to see if that was still something that I wanted to do. So starting in October, I started planning, and honestly like late September in terms of like figuring out dates and stuff, started planning a trip for myself to go to London. And so the intention of that trip was to kind of see if it was still something that I wanted to do, or like I don't know, I studied abroad I went with my best friend. We ended up becoming really close with the other 2 girls we lived with. And it was like utopia for me. It was like my favorite city, my favorite people. We were traveling like every weekend. It was very, very nice. Nice isn't even the right word. It was like perfect. It was everything to me. And I think, and not to be like one of those study abroad people, but it was a great time. And I didn't know if the reason I wanted to move back was because of that. You know what I mean? Like I was in a very specific environment that I will never be able to recreate in the same way. And I was like, well, I know that's not what the experience would be if I moved back, but like, I was worried that some part of me, like subconsciously, I don't know. Anyways, so I wanted to go on a trip to see if it was a solo trip, to see if it was still something that I wanted to do. And before that, I like already started kind of prepping my applications and stuff for grad school. And so this was in November. And also in November, I got hired full-time for my job in like early November. I got hired full-time because I was part-time. They brought me on full-time, and then I quit the store that I was working at. So like that was also a lot of change kind of happening in November. And then I'm trying to think. And then I went to London, and it was the first, so like, I don't know, there was other like Thanksgiving and stuff happened. And then I went to London on my trip the first weekend of December. I came back from that trip with I was just really hoping to come out of that with like, I really want answers about what I want to do. And I completely did. I came back from that trip and I was like, okay, I know I want to do this. I know I want to do this for me. And I feel like quite strongly about it in a way that I haven't in a really long time, or like, I don't think I've ever felt this sure about doing it. Oh my God, I just got mascara all underneath my eye. And then the rest of December I worked, and then I went on a very amazing family trip to Ethiopia and Kenya. That was like, so I'm still like a little bit recovering from it jet lag wise, because today is Wednesday the 3rd, and I arrived back home the evening of the 1st. So yesterday I like kind of felt dead, but today I feel a little bit more adjusted to everything. But yeah, so went on that trip, and now I am back. And now the clock is ticking a little bit for applications. My goal is to get them in before the end of January. So anyways, all this to say, my life has really changed in the past like 4 or 5 months, really like 5 months. And I'm really excited about it. I'm also really nervous about it, but I feel like 2023 kind of kicked my butt a little bit. Not gonna lie, it was definitely not my favorite year. 2022 was such a good year for me. Such a good year. It's like the best year. And now I just feel really good about even years. I'm just like, we love an even year here. Like we don't love an odd year. You know what I mean? Because 2021 also sucked. Gotta figure out how to get this giant glob of mascara out from under my eye. Okay, that is the makeup. Again, it's really not that interesting. I use Lash Paradise, by the way, for mascara. Anyways, so all this to say that this was 100% stream of consciousness, and I'm so sorry if it's not followable, but whatever. A lot in my life is changing, I think, in 2024. I think it will be a year of, I don't know like why I'm about to cry, but I feel like starting in December, I think post that trip, I like came back to myself a little bit. I feel like I don't, and this is not to say that I haven't had moments of like extreme happiness and stuff in the past year. I've had like some of the best times in my life and like the most incredible memories this past year. Like my graduation, for instance, was like incredible. And like, I don't know, there were so many things that have happened in the past year that are so great and such happy memories. But I genuinely feel like there was some part of me that was lost. I think I just got like almost too comfortable. Not that comfort is a bad thing. I just like, I wasn't pushing myself anymore. I was just very static, and that's not me. I like a routine, but I don't think I'm a static. I don't think anyone's static. and nor should be, but especially me, like I feel like I'm like very independent and I like to do like go out and do things, and I don't mean like party, I just mean like explore like the city I live in, or like spend time on myself and like work on hobbies like this. And I just like, I feel like I lost a lot of that. I feel like I really lost like kind of my more like adventurous independent side the past year. And I feel like starting this past month, I really have like started to feel that coming back and that side of me coming back. And I just feel like 2024 is gonna be so good. I hope. I wouldn't watch this video back in like a year and I'm like, well, okay, none of that happened. But anyways, so right now, yes, I'm applying to grad school, and otherwise I'm like kind of looking at doing some sort of digital nomad thing. So we will see, because my job is technically fully remote. So anyways, so yes, so those are some of the things that have been happening. So in terms of kind of like what that looks like, or kind of what at least the beginnings of 2024 look like for me, I don't have a ton going on. It's literally winter in Boston, so it's not super exciting, which is why I started self-tanning this week. So I was like, I need some life in my body because it is so dreary outside. I mean, I just don't really have a ton going on until like life starts to get a bit more interesting in the summer. For now, I think I'm going on a trip to New York to visit one of my best friends who lives there at the end of this month. And then, I don't know, there's like Beanpot, which is a hockey tournament in February. I assume my friends and I will go to. And I'll just kind of like, honestly, I'm trying now, from now until like May, June, I am saving money to fund the plans that I have for this next like school year. So I'm not really doing that much exciting stuff in the next like few months, but my birthday's in April. Yes. And then regardless of whether or not I am moving to London, either my roommate wants to get back on a September 1st lease cycle. So either I'm moving home for 2 months and then moving back to Boston, or moving home for 2 months in the summer and moving to London. So we will see. So that will be not fun at all. So sorry to my family, but love them. I just like don't want to live in North Carolina for 2 months. But whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so that's a little life update, a lot of changes, but I'm honestly, and again, I feel like I'm gonna cry, but I'm honestly in the best place that I have been in a really long time. Feel really good about kind of my plans and what I want to do and just kind of everything. So I'm feeling good about everything. Feeling really good about 2024. I never feel good about a new year. In fact, I hate New Year's. I hate the time around New Year's. I hate it. But this year, I was on a plane when like the clock struck midnight. So not a very exciting New Year's, but in terms of like how I actually feel about the year, I feel really good. And I'm gonna make a New Year's resolution video this year, same as I did last year. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I'm sorry that it was very long-winded and kind of all over the place, and I'm not really sure if people would be able to follow anything I said. That, I don't know, that's what's been going on in my life. And I started to start posting again. I just like honestly was not in the headspace to put myself on the internet. Not in like I was bawling my eyes out every day sort of way, because I wasn't. It just in the like, I didn't really feel like I don't know, like I just be like bland. Like, I don't know. I wanted me to be on camera. We're back. I'm excited to post more, and I'm excited to take you guys on a journey, because who knows what I'll be doing come like September. That's what's crazy to me. In like 8 months, I could be doing God knows what. So anyways, I'll take you guys along for the ride. Thank you so much for staying subscribed, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.